All right, all right. Welcome to Baller Central this week. You feel me?
Oh, I got the music.
I got a new, I got a new setup this week. I got a soundboard and everything. But
Oh, damn.
it's me and your boy Phil. Oh shoot, he over here. Um, and the reason we look like this right now is because we're facing each other in the sleeper championship for fantasy football. So yeah, game faces on, manager hats on, ready to go.
Oh,
Um, it's just us tonight. It's still gonna be a fun episode, but it's just us tonight. Go talk some NFL, maybe a little bit of NBA. Gonna do a draft, and we're gonna get out of here.
a little bit of trash talk as well.
Maybe, but we're gonna start off with the Week 16 recap, and we're not going on. We're not gonna go on a lot of recaps. We're really just gonna go off of your favorite game, my favorite game, and maybe if your favorite game is not your team's game, we'll talk about your team's game.
Okay.
So, go ahead. What you got? Where's your game of the week?
Game of the week. We're gonna head to. I believe it was Sunday night. It was either Sunday night or Monday night. No, it was Sunday night. Steelers at Raiders.
Mm.
Everyone favored the Raiders again, in like typical Raider fashion, as we saw the last couple weeks, except for the Patriots. They had a lead and they blew it in the most disgusting way possible. Derek Carr's credibility is fading as we talk. A lot of the whole team's fading as we talk. Josh McDaniels is a head coach, and Josh Jacobs is probably gonna be out of there by the end of the season. So a lot of it's the Raiders, so I'm glad that's happening to them. So very very tough loss for Las Vegas, but a great win for the Steelers, who trying to keep Mike Tomlin's at 500 record alive, and they're 7-8, so it's definitely possible. So shout out
Shout
Pittsburgh.
out Pittsburgh on that win. Also, sorry, did I cut you off?
No, you're good. Go ahead.
All right. Well, shout out Pittsburgh. They retired. I forgot the guy's name. God damn.
Franco Harris.
Hold on 1 second.
Franco Harris. He said she had Nick Fogle. I'm dead. Deceased.
They retired Franco Harris's jersey
Yeah.
on Saturday, and they got the win to commemorate that, and it felt good. I enjoyed watching that game. I'll be honest. I wouldn't say that Josh Jacobs is out of here at the end of the season because he's the only expiring contract that they're really gonna want to keep. So
You think he's gonna
franchise
want to
tag,
sign back to that? Ooh.
franchise tag.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to.
I don't
Yep.
think the Raiders are fading. I think this year was really rough with injuries and getting everybody on the same page. It did not look like Hunter Renfro and Devontae were on the same page the whole first half of the season. Then they lost Darren Waller.
The turf
Got
toe.
hmm?
The turf toe. He just dropped the whole song about it.
Yeah, but um, respectfully, just I think they needed this year to gel. I think next year they'll be better. I don't think they'll still be. I still don't think they'll be like top of the AFC West, but I think they'll be better next year. But
Yeah, they should be. Hopefully.
yeah, hopefully. But for the Steelers, yeah, I hope they do keep Mike Tomlin's streak alive. I need to see that live. But George Pickens, he's really turning into one of the best rookie receivers. Well, not turning into. He's been one of the best rookie receivers in the NFL, but he's showing us why he's actually one of the best overall receivers in the NFL. Like he's great route running, he's great blocking, amazing hands.
NFL
Like
young boy.
yeah, he's
He's very
he
aggressive.
yeah he's showing out this year, and I'm starting to appreciate him a little bit. I still appreciate Garrett Wilson a little bit more, but
Yeah.
I appreciate him.
And this is with
Um,
Pickett as well. And he's not the best quarterback. Imagine if he had like a decent
I
quarterback.
still don't like Pickett.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, I still don't like Pickett. My
Wait,
game of the week though, going to shift it from AFC and AFC. We're gonna switch it. My game of the week is the Packers and Dolphins. And if you've been paying attention, you know that Aaron Rodgers is my favorite quarterback in the NFL right now. And no, he has not played up to par this season.
absolutely not.
I saw a TikTok. I forgot who did it. I think it was Nick Wright. He literally showed us that Aaron Rodgers is a poor man's Kirk Cousins this year. And I can accept that because he has not played to his normal standards, and he hasn't had the help that he's used to having anyway. But I will say that the recent surge that the Packers have been having, and the fact that they were able to, I don't know if I would say the last interception was definitely Tua's fault, but they were able to bait Tua into 3 interceptions.
Oof, ugly.
They were able to keep Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle in check, except for that first slant or drag route. I forgot what it was from Waddle, but it was a hard fought game, and I'm glad that the Packers came out on top, and they have a chance to now actually swipe that 7 seed away from Washington or the Giants. Washington just has to lose one, and as the Packers went out, or the Giants have to lose out and the Packers went out. But
yeah,
I would just say I appreciate Christian Watson, who's coming into his own. Aaron Rodgers seems like he's trolling him while on the field. Stop doing that shit. Okay. Last week I had a parlay. Christian Watson was the only one that did not hit. I had Christian Watson anytime touchdown, and you looked at the motherfucker and didn't throw him the ball. Come on, please. But
that's your boy. Talk to him.
Christian Watson coming into his own. The receivers are picking it up. Lazard's still a decent second option. Robert Tonyan, he needs to get involved as well. But like I said, it was just a hard fought game. If you Phil, let's talk about your Bengals, not your Bengals, your Patriots versus the Bengals. Now, I got one question for real. Like, it was a solid game. I knew you guys weren't gonna win. I felt bad for that fan that Robert Kraft invited to the game, because he has now the only 2 games that he's been to have been 2 New England losses in ugly fashion, I think.
Yep.
But my one question is about that game, the Mac Jones, Eli Apple thing. Do you think that was dirty? Because go ahead, I'm gonna give you the floor.
Well, that was a pretty bad angle where he dove at. I know it was a kick return for Marcus Jones to a touchdown. There's definitely other ways he definitely could have.
It was an interception.
Stopped Eli Apple. It's interception. Wait, it was one play with Marcus Jones going down. Yeah. But just to summarize it up, yeah, that was a pretty bad play from Mac Jones. And like, I think there's people on Twitter clipping plays of him being dirty. One with Brian Burns last year, another in some Bears games, and like 2 plays from the Bears games, and this one currently. Pretty dirty plays from Mac Jones. Jones going that fast at that angle, immediate hit to the knee to end the season immediately, or even worse. So yeah, Mac's got to do a better job at tackling, because we know he has trouble doing that, especially with Chandler Jones last week. So
yeah, I would honestly say that it looked dirty as hell, but the way it's really looking in my eyes, Mac Jones is doing whatever he can to keep his job. But I think he's headed out of the NFL pretty soon. Either he's headed out of the NFL or he's headed to another team to be a backup. But it's not looking good for him to be able to be a starter in the NFL right now. And maybe it's because of Matt Patricia. Maybe he needs
him
coordinator help.
Trust me. He did decent last year with Josh McDaniels. As soon as he's out.
So it's the problem probably is Matt Patricia, where New England needs to shift that coaching staff and get somebody in there who can actually coach offense. But
they actually had a decent offense last year. They actually hit the playoffs last year.
Yeah, they need to do something about that. But in terms of the game, a nail biter for Cincinnati against New England is not what Cincinnati needs going into the next week against Buffalo.
They're up 22-0 early too. Or 21 early. Close.
That's damn near what the Colts did last week, where it's like you're up this much early. You gotta clamp down on that.
It took a Stevenson fumble for the Bengals to win.
Yeah. So, that's that. That's all I gotta say about that game. We're gonna talk about my Jets.
You can actually talk about the Jets this week. Enjoy it.
Yeah, I know, right? Miss you, John. Zach Wilson fucking sucks. And I really wish that we just had like a decent like I said this in our group chat the other day, if we had a decent pocket passer quarterback, such as a Jimmy G or even a Mac Jones, like we would probably be, what's our record? 7-8.
Yep, same as us.
If we're 7-8, we could probably right now be 11, not 11-4, like maybe 9-4, 9-5.
Imagine
Right
if y'all drafted Justin Fields
Hold on one second.
or Trey Lance.
Yeah, we just need a quarterback. I think we should go after Jimmy G. That's well, we should go after Lamar, to be honest.
Do you guys think you guys should have drafted Mr. Trey Lance or Fields?
No.
I
don't like either of them, to be honest. Like I like Justin Fields in Chicago, but I would not like him on the Jets. Trey Lance, I don't like him, period.
But do you regret the draft pick of Zach Wilson?
Do I regret? Yes, I don't like Zach Wilson.
Was it someone you would have drafted specifically instead of Wilson, or just you didn't like the pick at all?
I just didn't like that Zach. Like I would have taken a lineman or something. Zach Wilson is just not like I knew because especially where he played. It's like
BYU?
You're not playing against the best skill players who are defensive skill players. You're not playing against DBU. You feel me? Which is, I think LSU is DBU still.
LSU or Ohio State, one of those two.
He didn't play against DBU. He played against a bunch of. I hate to say it like this because I'm not at their. I can play at their level. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not at their level. So that he's basically playing at a bunch. He's playing in college. He was playing against a bunch of scrubs. He didn't play against DBU.
Compared to other,
against the SEC, he wasn't playing against Big Ten. So it's hard for me to even say that what he did in college was impressive. And you can't say that his pro day was impressive because anybody could take those pads off and make accurate throws. Against no defense, you can make accurate throws. That's not going to be a problem. So I don't know.
You guys like whoever the guy's name was, Streveler, something like that. Even then, he was like, I don't know who this guy is.
He gave the offense a nice little jump. And we had a nice thing going. I think Garrett Wilson fumbled the ball, which at that point the game was really over. So whatever happened. But Streveler came in, he gave the offense a jolt. And it's like the offense is, don't get me wrong, if Zach Wilson's on the field, they're going to be behind him. They're going to support him. But in the locker room, they're going to they're in their minds really thinking like, yo, we need another quarterback. This is not the answer. And I don't blame them. But after all that, who's your player of the week this week?
Oh, it's someone that me and you was cheering for this past weekend. A Philadelphia Eagle wide receiver Devontae Smith had himself a day against the Cowboys. Very much, and didn't win, but hey, he did what he had to do to keep them alive, and he did that. It was just Gardner Minshew had some very unlucky turnovers. He had a good showing as well, minus the turnovers, but Devontae Smith had a hell of a game. Probably one of the best receivers in fantasy that week, and one of the reasons why I won this week for several reasons, for several leagues. So, hey, and it's someone Elijah has to see next week as well. So, my boy Devontae.
I'm not worried about Devontae. I have AJ, but I will say this about Devontae. I enjoyed his game. He also helped me win last week in my ESPN league, which means I'm competing for 2 championships this week. I'm excited, but
me too.
My player of the week actually is George Kittle. And yes, he stole a touchdown from Ray McCloud, But I don't know. George Kittle, he's really a top 2 tight end in the NFL, if we're being honest. He's better than Mark Andrews. He's just not better than Kelsey. I mean,
not this year.
Say top 3. Arguably top 2, but he's
I would say Kittle's better than Andrews this year. For sure.
For sure he is. But I just think that it's about time that, like, he's done this before this year. He's had good games, but it's like it's about time. Brock Purdy's really showing him love, and he's having great games right now. He's playing amazing, and it's
multi-touchdown games as well.
Yeah, it's helping San Francisco a lot. And shout out George Kittle. That's why he's my player of the week. Devontae would have been my player of the week if I didn't see George Kittle's game.
Devontae.
The game he played was amazing.
Devontae Adams?
No. Smith.
Oh. I was about to say 2 receptions, 15 yards. Yikes.
Yeah, but
I was about to say.
like we just said, what we're gonna move to right now is we're gonna give a little NFL not recap. We're gonna go back in the topic. So like we were talking about Devontae and the Eagles, right? We have to look at this Eagles team now and ask, can they still win the division? Jalen Hurts looks like he's gonna be out for week 17 as well. If they lose this week, they're then tied with the Cowboys. Well, if they lose this week and the Cowboys win, they're tied with the Cowboys for the division lead, which the Cowboys have the tiebreaker. I think because they scored more points.
Who is Dallas facing? Eagles versus the Saints.
Dallas is facing Tennessee.
Oh damn! I think they both could win. The Saints has been very, very, very tragic this year. So, but they
can the
upset
Eagles
the
win
Browns.
without-
But can they
Who do
win
the
without?
Eagles face week 18? That's the question.
Check. Eagles.
Do they face the Giants or do they face
They face the Giants.
Commanders? Eagles face the Giants. The Giants will be fighting for a playoff spot. So they will put up a big fight.
Man.
And divisional games, as we all know, are always close games because they see each other twice a year. They know each other. Like that will be a fight. As the who did the Commanders face this week? I think they faced the Dolphins.
Let's see. They play. I
might be
know I
wrong.
could have. Let me check. They play. Where is he?
They don't play the Dolphins. Sorry.
They play Cleveland and then they play Dallas.
Okay, they're playing Cleveland, which has their defense is stepping up, and Cleveland has a struggling quarterback, sadly.
Yeah.
So, if we're being honest, I don't know. I don't know if the Eagles still win this division. I don't know if they do it without Hurts. I mean,
to be honest,
think if Hurts plays week 18, it's another story. But at the same time, if the Cowboys hold the tiebreaker and the Cowboys pull even this week, I think the division is going to Dallas.
I mean, to be honest, did the Eagles defense look bad against the Eagles offense looked bad against Dallas?
They didn't look bad against Dallas.
30 points on their head top on one of the best defenses in the league without Jalen Hurts. I'm just saying. I think Minshew can at least give him the title, the division title, because he didn't play bad minus the 4 turnovers. I mean, 30 plus points against Dallas. Like true, but
if he turns the ball over like that again,
New Orleans, their defense you're not worried about, and then they play.
Yes, you are.
The Saints.
You're not worried about New Orleans defense.
No. Their best cornerback, Marshawn Lattimore is out the rest of the year. Their secondary is not, this Swiss cheese right now. Tyrann Mathieu, we haven't heard from him in 2 years. Like, it's a bunch of, I wouldn't say overrated players, but definitely their defense has taken a lot of hits this year. Okay. I'm just saying. I know Minshew isn't the best quarterback, but what he played against in Dallas gave Eagles fans a lot of hope. He definitely distributed the ball well. Enough to beat Dallas, who was probably a top 5 defense, and I'm pretty sure Dallas' defense is better than the last 2 teams they're facing at the rest of the year. So I'm not saying that he'll win a playoff game with them, but I'm saying that he'll at least get them the division. He just needs to win one more game. That's it.
He does just need to win one more game, but I think he needs to win 2. I'll be honest.
Well, they're down by 1, right?
I think the Cowboys win out.
The Cowboys are down by 1, right?
Yeah. But if they pull even, I think the Cowboys have the tiebreaker.
Probably. But hey, I think
I think he needs to win 2 games. So Gardner Minshew, I know you're no scrub. You got this. I actually want the Eagles to win this division. But I'm scared that they won't do it without Hurts. But speaking of the NFC playoff picture, it's really ugly down there. Let's be honest. Aside from, the whole thing is a mess, if we're being honest. The 1 seed is not secure. 2 seed is not secure. 3 seed is not secure. Only thing that we know for certain that will happen is the 4 seed will go to an NFC South team. That's the only thing that we know is definitely happening. That 1 seed, if the Eagles lose again, the Vikings might move up. Or if the Vikings lose and the Eagles lose, the Cowboys might take that 1 seed. And that 3 seed is going to who's in the NFC West? I forgot. The 49ers. They could also move up too.
Right.
We don't know what's going to happen out there in the NFC. But one thing that we do know is that the NFC South is a mess. And
both sides are a mess.
Yeah, ugh, for sure. But who comes out the NFC South in your eyes? I know. No, I'm not even going to ask because I know it's the Buccaneers. I think everybody thinks the Buccaneers are going to come out.
Oh, wait, wrong one. No. Yeah,
but
probably.
Yeah. The wild card picture is very messy on both the NFC and the AFC. I think the whole playoff picture is probably a mess on both sides, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Because in the AFC, you got the Bills who are sitting in that 1 spot. They play the Chiefs who are they play the Bengals who are sitting in the 3 spot right now. The Chiefs are sitting comfortably in 2. And that 4 seed is whatever at this point. But if the Bills who are sitting in that 1 seed, if they lose this week to the Bengals, Chiefs take over that 1 seed, Bills fall all the way to 3. Bengals move up to 2. The AFC picture is going to be a mess. But who do you think is really the team to beat in that conference?
You know what? I'm gonna go Kansas City. Yes, they don't have Tyreek Hill. Yes, the defense has some question marks on it, but hey, Mahomes and Kelsey, they're the best duo in there in that conference. You compare it to other duos, Allen and Diggs, Burrow and Chase. If you give me one shot, two players to lead your team into playoffs, I want those 2 guys. And I think until proven otherwise, yes, they lost to the Bengals last year, but I don't think that's going to happen again in the playoffs. I mean, I hope so because maybe they learn from the mistakes. They don't give up a lead after halftime. But hey, those are your most battle-tested guys, and I got to rock with them. Everyone else, sorry, but they got the experience.
All right. I'll be honest. I do think that depending on who wins Monday night between the Bengals and the Bills,
it's going to be a great game.
Whoever wins that game will be the team to beat. And here's my reasoning why. As for the Chiefs, yes, they have the best duo of Mahomes and Kelsey. But
everything else.
No, it's not even everything else. They lost to the Bengals 3 times this year. They lost to the Bengals 3 times this year. Last time they played the Bills, they also lost.
4th time's a charm.
They lost to both teams. That's my thing.
I mean, also,
but here's the thing. If the Bills beat the Bengals and they turn into the 1 seed, yes, going through Orchard Park is going to be rough for anybody. But if they lose to the Bengals, it's just showing that the Bengals literally beat the 2 best teams that we thought were the 2 best teams in the AFC, and now they're the team to beat.
I mean, also the Bills did lose to the Chiefs in the playoffs, where everything matters way more. So,
but who won the last time they played?
Hey, the Bills, regular season. That's fine.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if the Bills beat both of them, the Bills are the team to beat. If the Bengals beat both of them, the Bengals are the team to beat. The Chiefs cannot be the team to beat if they just lost to both teams.
The 49ers did beat the Rams twice in the regular season last year, and look what happened in the playoffs. It's possible. Because the Rams always lose to the 49ers in the regular season, but then they whoop their ass in the playoffs. Well, not whoop their ass, but it was a close game. But
still, it's just hard to say that the Bengals are not going to be the team to beat over the Chiefs, because
I say those 3 definitely
last 3 times that they played, come back, win, come back, win, come back, win.
They've been on fire too. So
statement wins. Yeah. The Bengals, yes, the Bengals are on a run. The Chiefs have not beaten anybody this year. When it like those big games that we see, Bengals and Bills, those are the big games in my eyes. They lost both of them. They barely beat the Texans last week, even though the Texans have been a little frisky lately. But the Chiefs are barely winning. So, in my eyes, the Chiefs cannot be the team to beat. It's really between whoever wins Monday night, between the Bengals and the Bills. And in my eyes, it will be the Bengals. Because that is a really tough team. That defense is getting to it. They're getting down and dirty. And that offense is just clicking. T. Higgins, balling. Jamar Chase, balling.
Mixon.
I'm not saying nothing about Mixon.
Because he
That's what I'm
fucked up
saying.
our Prize Picks parlay. That's why. Fuck McKinnon.
Hey, talking about our Prize Pick parlays. Who else fucked it up? Russell Wilson.
Oh,
That's a perfect segue. What the fuck are we supposed to do about Russell Wilson? Like
honestly,
the whole Broncos organization, they lost their head coach now. They only brought Nathaniel Hackett there because they wanted Aaron Rodgers. They could not land Rodgers, so they got Russell Wilson. Now they got rid of Hackett. What are they supposed to do? And who do you think they should sign as a coach at this point?
well, I mean, the first step of what to do with Russell Wilson, they already did. They get rid of Nathaniel Hackett. I think we need to give Rush another shot, see what we can do with an actual head coach, because this head coach was absolute garbage this year. His play calling questionable. Everything he called was questionable. I mean, there is rumors, Sean Payton's trying to get together a team full of Avengers of coaches. Maybe Denver is a possibility there. There's actually maybe Eric Bieniemy, the Chiefs, if he wants to leave. I doubt it, but if he wants to get a chance to Russell Wilson, it could be a possibility. Give him a good offensive mind to help bring his game back, because obviously Russ played bad this year, but I want to see him with an actual coach, and I'm pretty sure, 100% sure, this season will be a lot different. So give him a capable coach.
I'm gonna say this: Denver gets exactly what they got exactly what they deserved. I'll be honest. You signed this guy. He wanted all the power on the offense to call whatever he wanted, right? That's what he wanted in Seattle. He wasn't getting it. That's why he wanted out, right? He got to Denver. Y'all gave him $243 million before y'all saw him play, before anything in the regular season. And now y'all are the worst team in the AFC West after everybody thinking y'all were the most Super Bowl ready team because you had a defense built to win. You just needed a competent quarterback to
now
get
Chubb's
the ball.
gone.
Cortland Sutton,
So.
Jerry Jeudy. Huh?
Now Chubb's gone. So
oof. They traded away Chubb. What the fuck? Yeah, and now your quarterback is ass. This is exactly what y'all deserve. Y'all deserve to be 3-11 right now.
They do.
Literally. The worst offense in the NFL, the Rams.
51-14. Crazy.
51 fucking points on your head top.
Baker.
Get out of here. Ooh. Get out of here. Denver. Get out of here. You're done.
Please tell me you got some URL sound bites too.
Nah, I don't.
DeMarc. Oh.
Nah, I got to load them up. But damn, that's all I'm saying. Denver, this is exactly what y'all deserve. I'm happy that y'all suck. I think I had y'all winning the division, but I'm glad.
You might have. Not gonna lie.
I'm glad. I'm glad that this played out this way instead. But we know we're talking about bad quarterbacks, right? My next question. Russell, not Russell. Fuck Russell.
Damn.
Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan. What should Indy have done?
Honestly, I think they would have been fucked either way. Not gonna lie to you.
Really?
Honestly, well, like you said, I think it was more of the coaching than the quarterback, because the O-line was struggling, the whole offense was struggling. I mean, Matt Ryan was playing decent until minus the turnovers, but like I said, the O-line was terrible, the coaching, the play calls were terrible. Jonathan Taylor wasn't healthy all season. I think it would have been the same thing if Carson Wentz was there. They both lost their jobs in the middle of the year. Carson Wentz lost his job.
Did not lose his job.
To Heineke?
He got hurt.
He never got it back.
He's hurt. He broke his hand.
I mean, he was healthy for like 2 weeks straight. And didn't get it back.
He's still hurt. He's not healthy.
Maybe. But didn't they say, they're both going to be fighting for the spot like maybe 2 weeks ago, and then they decided to go with Heineke instead of Wentz?
I mean, here's my thing. It's the same thing that happened to Jameis Winston. No, it's not the same thing that happened to Jameis Winston. But Taylor Heineke had Washington on a crazy run. Are you really going to step in, fuck up that whole chemistry just to give somebody his job back? In my eyes, no, you're going to sit there and keep riding the hot hand. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think he lost his job to Heineke. He really did lose his job to injury. And Heineke, he came in. He had Washington on a run. And that's why they are where they are. I think that Indy, obviously last year, they had the best running back in the league. They had Jonathan Taylor. I don't know why you still have Carson Wentz throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game when you have Jonathan Taylor. Feed Jonathan Taylor. I think that's why Indy was fucking up last year. And I think that they should have kept Carson Wentz because Matt Ryan, as you can see, which I told John in the beginning of the year, I would much rather have Carson Wentz over Matt Ryan.
I think it's a wash, to be honest.
This year, what is their record? 4-10-1.
Yeah, you know what's funny? I'm looking at our playoff pictures that we posted a while ago on our IG at BallCentral4 if you want to follow. You had the Colts winning the division.
I did.
Yep. You had the Broncos at a 7 seed.
You know why I had them at the winning the division though? I had them winning the division because I thought the Jaguars would still be ass. I thought the Titans would just sink because of
we got that right. Yeah. That was right.
And the other team that's in there, the Texans, ass.
Right.
That's the only reason why I had the Colts winning the division. I had them winning it at 9-8.
I had the Colts winning it too. Not gonna lie to you. I'm looking at it right now.
Nobody had the Colts winning it in deciding fashion. Nobody had the Colts going 11-5.
All of us had the Colts winning the division.
11-6 or 10-5. I'm 12-5. We all had the Colts just winning the division barely.
Yeah. We'll go over our playoff pictures next week as a season wrap up. Ooh.
I know my playoff picture was just fucked up. I probably had the Ravens winning that division too. I think they would have won the division though if Lamar didn't get hurt still. But the division I picked right was probably the AFC East.
So just a small recap. Your AFC: Buffalo 1, Chiefs 2, Bengals 3, Colts 4, Raiders 5, Chargers 6, Ravens 7.
Okay. So I had the Bengals winning the division.
Yeah. Even though you guys said they weren't going to make the playoffs earlier in the season. You and John said they weren't going to make the playoffs this year.
I did?
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember saying that.
Well,
but that's whatever.
Yeah.
Topic. I mean, back on track here. I just think, like I said, Carson Wentz was a better option than Matt Ryan was. He still is. I think Matt Ryan is he's not the worst starting quarterback in the NFL, obviously, because Zach Wilson's not a starter anymore. He's back on the bench because we have Mike Wade back. But Matt Ryan is bottom 3. But that's neither here nor there. I'm tired of talking about the NFL. What we're talking about right now is more NFL. We're gonna go over our pick'ems real quick.
Okay, hold on.
So
they're down below.
I know they're down below, but I need you to give the recap from last week.
Oh yeah.
And standings with IBT.
Gotcha. So it was a very ugly week for everyone involved. Yes. I believe we're up by 2 after week 16 because I think they gained some ground. We're up 4, then they got a 2-game advantage. So we are up 2 as of right now. In our regular one, I'm up by 4 against John. So I got 46. John has 42. Elijah, you have 35, and Akeem has 30. Akeem is creeping up on you.
Down how much?
11.
Oh damn! I thought I was down like 20.
Yeah, but Akeem's 5 away from you. Yeah. I mean, hey, everything's looking good. I mean, I knew I was going to win regardless. So, I mean, I'm doing good. I'm holding up my end on pick'ems. So we are doing A-okay.
Okay. So this week, you said we're up 2 against IBT. So we need to keep this momentum going.
That Green Bay pick helped. So thank you.
Y'all are welcome. Fuck Miami. This week we're gonna start off with Tennessee and Dallas, the Thursday night game. And I'll go first because I'm already talking. Dallas is gonna win this convincingly. Not worried about it.
Absolutely. I agree. Like the Titans are just, grasping for air. There's not much they can do right now. They're struggling. I think Tannehill's out for the rest of the year. You have to rely on Malik Willis. And you can't, put the whole team on Derrick Henry's back. So I think the Dallas defense finds a way to at least, bottle them up because it's hard to contain Derrick Henry. But I think they do their job. It's probably 14 point below, at least double digits. So I don't think.
Yeah, I need Derrick Henry to go off for like 90 and 2 touchdowns still.
Is he on our league?
I got him in one of my leagues.
Oh, yeah.
No, I got him in my ESPN league.
As long as it's not us, we're good. Do whatever you want then.
Yeah, I need Derrick Henry to just go a little crazy this week. But
Hey, go crazy.
yeah,
Go
I
stupid.
think John is also gonna have Dallas. We know Akeem's gonna have Dallas.
That's true.
The next game that we're going with is what I think will be the game of the week: Minnesota versus Green Bay. Minnesota's fighting for that one seed. Like I said, if the Eagles lose, Minnesota might slide into that one spot. Or I think Minnesota and not Minnesota, Eagles and the Cowboys both have to lose, but Minnesota's fighting for that one spot. Green Bay's fighting for their playoff lives. This will be the game of the week.
Go back to back.
Yes, I'm going back to back. Aaron Rodgers has been terrorizing this division for years. And Kirk Cousins is going to shit the bed this week. Jay Jettis is going to have a dud this week. And Green Bay's going to win this game. They won't win by much. Yikes. They'll win by like 3 or 4. It'll be like 21-17 or 24-20. Green Bay's going to win this game.
Well, I'm going to do a complete opposite because of fantasy reasons as well. I need Jay Jettis to have the game of his life. There's a lot of talk of the Vikings fraudulent and stuff like that, and they've been proving that the last couple of weeks. Games that they should be blowing out people. They aren't showing up. They let the Colts go 33-0 on them. So they need to prove a game where they didn't remind people who they are. But I think they're frauds anyways. But this is just the game to shut the haters up. And the Green Bay needs to win out to make the playoffs. And like I said last week, one of these 3 games are going to be their, finally get them the hell out of here game. And if it wasn't last week, it's going to be this week. This is the game, a perfect way to send the Packers home against a division rival, send their playoff hopes packing, pun intended. Minnesota, Jay Jettis, normal Jay Jettis game, 100 yards, a couple touchdowns here and there, maybe one, but I think everyone in the Vikings know how much the game means not only them but to Aaron Rodgers and the Packers, and this is very personal for how they tormented them over the years. So I think Minnesota sends them packing.
I respect it. I'm not gonna lie, I do respect that. And I do think there's a chance that Minnesota really just Aaron Rodgers, you've been doing this to us forever.
It's our chance to knock you guys out the playoffs. Yeah.
But I'm going with Aaron Rodgers this week.
It's a bad man.
I'm going with that Green Bay offense who's finally starting to click. And speaking of starting to click, Pittsburgh defense is also starting to click. And Baltimore versus Pittsburgh is our next one. And this is going to be very interesting because we don't know if Lamar's back. We don't know if Lamar is back. And if Lamar is back, I'm going with Baltimore. But if he's not, I got to go with Pittsburgh. Yes, they only put up 13 against the Raiders last week. But what is Baltimore's offense really going to do with Tyler Huntley?
J.K. Dobbins every single play.
T.J. Watt is back. That defense is locking shit up again. So if Lamar's not playing, I'm going with Pittsburgh. And right now, I don't know what his health is looking like right now. I can't say anything.
Let's see. Nothing so far. I mean, it's questionable.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't know what's going on right now. But hey, give me Pittsburgh if he's not playing. But if he's playing, give me Lamar.
Sunday night game as well. Let's see. Injuries. Lamar Jackson is questionable. Yep. Okay. I'm going to put the same sentiment. Ravens with Lamar could definitely beat this Pittsburgh Steelers team, but Tyler Huntley, who's the 4th alternate Pro Bowler for quarterbacks.
And he has 0 touchdowns this year, by the way. Whoever voted for him, fuck y'all.
He's like, you could give that 4th spot to Tua at least. Damn, that's crazy. But I think the Pittsburgh defense can definitely handle Tyler Huntley. Mark Andrews has been nowhere to be seen ever since Lamar Jackson left. The wide receivers, they just signed back Sammy Watkins. J.K. Dobbins has been that lone bright spot the last couple of weeks because of his rushing ability. But hey, Pittsburgh, Micah Fitzpatrick, T.J. Watt, do your thing. I think they show out against the Ravens if Lamar Jackson does play. So I'm going to use the John rule as well.
Yeah, we're all using the John rule here, to be honest.
Absolutely.
Speaking of John, me and him got a bet going about Buffalo winning the Super Bowl. I'm still standing on it. But they play Cincinnati on Monday.
This might be game of the week, actually.
No, I stand what I said. Minnesota Green Bay is going to be game of the week. But this will be the game that everybody's really invested in beforehand because of the names.
Imagine the bets that we placed for this game.
Yeah. And it's sad to say. Phil, you go first.
Sad to say that I go. Why is it sad to say I go first?
No, that's not sad to say. I was going to give my prediction, but I want you to go first.
Sentence. No.
I want you to go first.
You know what? I think the Bills and Bengals has both been on a little ride lately. One of them is bound to stop their momentum for a little bit before the season ends, and I think the Bengals steal one here from the Bills. I think it'll be a very close game. Maybe it's going to be high scoring, probably. Watch me say that it goes under. But I think it's going to be a 4 to 7 point game win margin there. Joe Burrow, a lot of people try to count the Bengals the first 3 or 4 weeks of the season, which you should never do. But I think that, they need to prove that, they're still around, like you said earlier. They got the high-powered offense, Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, Higgins. They got Samaje Perine, who does his job decently. Joe, fuck you, Mixon, and others. And also the defense, Eli Apple. You got Avon Bell, et cetera, Trey Hendrickson from former Saint. All that. I didn't think that'd be enough to help keep the Bills in check, especially with Diggs. And Diggs, the only player on the Bills that really scares you, to be honest, besides Josh Allen. The weapons to throw to. Gabe Davis is inconsistent. Isaiah McKenzie, who the running backs, they have trouble figuring out who's the running game if it's Josh Allen or anything. So I think the Bengals always have, well, not always, but they will have the better matchup this time around. And I think that they steal one from the Bills. And it could be a potential playoff matchup as well. So maybe a preview. So let me go Cincy by 1 possession.
Sad to say. I mentioned the bet that I have with John about Buffalo winning the Super Bowl. But I got to go with Buffalo. Fuck that. Buffalo's winning this game. It will not be a convincing win. It will be an ugly win. I don't think it'll be a snow game. I don't think it's going to snow this weekend. They're going to clean the snow that's already up on the field. And it's going to be a fight. It's going to be ugly. It'll be like a 18-16 win. It'll be not that number exactly, but it'll be like something stupid, like a 2-point win.
You might want to put that total score bet just in case.
I won't be doing that because I have yet to hit on any of those.
I might do that for you just in case.
I do have Buffalo winning. And actually, I need you to place me a bet. Well, it's too late now. I was going to have you place a bet for me tonight. I can't bet in Jersey because I live in New York. But
wait, you can't bet in Jersey.
It didn't let me.
Really?
Yeah, didn't let me.
John bets there all the time. Okay.
No, but it's because my address is in New York, so I live in New York. So when you're out of your state, you can't bet.
I thought you can only bet in states that allowed
Same way,
betting.
You can't bet in Connecticut, right?
You can.
Exactly. I went to Connecticut last year. They did not let me place a bet because I wasn't in my state.
That is weird. I've seen a lot of people bet in other states that they were not from, but okay, we'll figure it out.
That's how they did me. But that's that game. And just for us right here, New England is facing Miami. No Tua.
He's probably gonna be shut down for the rest of the season. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I would shut him down if I was Miami.
Right. 3 concussions. Yikes.
What do you think happens with your team this week? You think you guys win?
It's a possibility, but with the way our offense is looking, I wouldn't be surprised if we lost. But the Dolphins could possibly fall out of the playoff race here. 2 straight L's could give one of our teams, the opportunity to get that playoff spot.
Yes. I know the scenario for the Patriots is you guys just have to win out. You win out, you're in.
Yep.
I know we have to win out with also both of you guys losing. Like, you guys have to lose 1 game. Dolphins have to lose the last 2. No, the Dolphins don't have to lose the last 2. Dolphins just have to lose 1 or 2.
Who did they just play the last 2 games?
We play. Fuck, who do we play this week? I forgot.
You guys play the Seahawks, the Geno Bowl.
Yeah, the Geno Bowl this week. Yeah, I forgot about that entirely.
The Geno Bowl, and then you guys play Miami,
which we have to win that last game for sure. But we got to win this game for real.
Yep, the Geno Bowl. I think you guys have a good shot. Just because the Seahawks started off hot, but then they came down to earth a lot as well. Yeah, you guys. Plus the defense has been pretty decent. I think you guys have a shot.
Yeah, I think we have a shot as well. I'm sorry, I'm still ordering food here.
Damn, and order food for 45 minutes.
Yeah, but sorry, I'm trying to find Doritos. I need Doritos. I haven't had Doritos in a while.
Damn, you were gonna eat Doritos with a white hoodie? That's crazy.
Oh, don't worry, this hoodie's coming off as soon as we're done here. Should I get the jumbo bag?
Absolutely.
No, regular bag.
Boo.
Ah, shut up. Anyways, yeah, I don't like our Jets. I don't like my Jets' chances this week. I mean, not this week, but to make the playoffs, only because of New England's just win out looming over us. But
if it's Buffalo the last week of the season, so it's definitely a good shot for you guys.
But Buffalo might rest their starters. If they win this week, Buffalo's resting their starters for sure. Hold on 1 second.
Well, while Elijah's taking a quick commercial break, just a reminder, Ball Central Podcast uploading every Wednesday at noon, as you see down below, YouTube, Google Podcasts, actually, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Anchor. Just a reminder, Google Podcasts, if you're listening, uploaded at 12 at noon means 12 at noon, not 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. at the same day. I don't know what the problem here is, Google, but we're this close to dropping our ass from our upload list. Gonna end up being like stereo.
Doesn't matter to me. Sorry, coming back to it, whatever I was saying. Hopefully New England does lose. It's sad to say I want Buffalo to lose on Monday because I want them to play their starters week 18, but I do want them to win this week because of my pick'ems, and I have to go against Phil to even make ground, even though it's impossible for me to win. Just don't want it to be that bad of a loss. But those are our pick'ems this week. 2 extra pick'ems just because it's our teams. He's obviously going for the Patriots against Miami. I'm going for the Patriots against Miami too.
Teddy B.
But the Jets against the Seahawks, which I'm going for the Jets, obviously.
Yep.
Phil going for the Jets too?
Yep.
Appreciate you. All right. Moving on from that, we're still talking a little bit of NFL, but we have some fantasy to talk about. And before we get to Sleeper League, we're gonna talk about ESPN like we do every week.
Damn.
This week in ESPN, what happened was, sorry, I need my phone so I can see the league.
All I know is I know the finals. That's it. I know who the final matchup is.
Yeah, I know the final matchup as well. Which shout out to Keem, who's not here this week. He put up a fight against Taylor. Lost by 7 points.
Very tragic.
Which, it's Taylor, you deserve to be in the final. Okay? You swept through the league. But Akeem would have won, and I'm only mentioning this because it's crazy to mention, but if he would have played any other running back on his roster over the 2 that he played,
Stevenson,
he would have won.
Yep.
And it's worth mentioning because nobody would have told him do not play Ramondre Stevenson or Brian Robinson. Nobody would have said play Tyler Algier or Rashad Wright over those 2 people.
Right.
And it's sad that happened. But Akeem, who has also dealt with injuries to Javonte Williams and Breece Hall, like he made it to the semifinals, and I'm proud. But as for Taylor, fucker played Brock Purdy. Nobody thought that. But he has Travis Kelce on his team. He also has Saquon Barkley and Jalen Waddle. This is a dirty team. I would not be surprised when Taylor wins. Amon-Ra St. Brown is also on this team. Zach Moss. Cortland Sutton is on this team.
Denver defense.
And this is after he lost Jonathan Taylor. This is Like this is going to get ugly. I think, in my
Wait,
eyes, for Shane, who finished the season at 6-8, and
I
it
mean,
blew straight through the playoffs.
will it get ugly for Shane? I mean, Shane's last 2 weeks. What was it? 127, 161. He was the highest score last week.
Okay, but hear me out. Shane does not have a quarterback this week.
Oh, no Tua. You're right.
Lamar is not guaranteed to play.
He has a
Tua is
projection.
out.
Lamar has 24.2, but I doubt it'll be like that. But imagine.
But here, like Najee Harris, Josh Jacobs, Tyreek Hill, Marquise Brown, Evan Ingram, who might not be like he's been producing lately, but he's due for a dud.
I mean,
Devontae Smith, crazy. The Chargers defense was a amazing pick for him this week. He beat Josh by 31. But it's just you might not have a quarterback this week.
I mean, there's some good options on the waiver wire. Brock Purdy's only projecting 22, Minshew 23, and some others are around Purdy's range. So technically, he could have someone that cancels Purdy out immediately.
Well, we'll see. But our preview is Taylor versus Shane. Do you want to give a prediction?
Let me look at this one more time. Honestly, I think whoever wins will be a first-time champ because Taylor tied with Kaylee 1 year, but gave it to Kaylee. So technically, Taylor does not have a championship. Let's see. Ooh, plus 34. You know what? It's gonna be 22. You know what? I'm gonna go with. Damn, he has Devontae Smith as well. You know what? Just going off of first look and sides, I'm gonna go Taylor. I mean, this isn't the first time he won a championship. Me and Taylor and two other people won a intramural 3v3 championship together, so I know he knows something about winning championships. So I'm gonna go with Taylor to win.
All right, I'm going with Taylor as well.
Why not? Yeah.
Taylor really just has the scariest team. Shane does not have a quarterback as of right now, and you know it'll be interesting to see what Shane does for QB. But I'm going with Taylor.
Yeah. Also, side note, which two players do you plan on keeping for next year?
I was going to ask you that. Actually, that was going to be my next question.
Right here.
I'll be honest. Because I know that we lose the pick of the round that we drafted that player, my keeper, first of all, my first keeper is going to be DeAndre Hopkins. I drafted him in the 9th round. I do not mind losing a 9th round pick for a top 10 wide receiver.
Hopefully he plays better. Cardinals been shaky.
With no Kyler, yes. But my other keeper, I don't know if this will be a surprise or not, but it will be Nick Chubb. Now, Nick Chubb, I know next year will be a first-round pick lock, but I snagged him in the 2nd this year.
I respect it.
So my first-round pick is Diggs, which I trade. No, my first-round pick was Cooper Kupp, who I traded for Diggs. So I'm going to let Diggs go. Kamara was a 4th rounder, I think.
Come over to the side, Diggs.
Kamara was also a trade. I forgot. Kamara was drafted 9th, actually, and I traded for him.
He might be facing possible suspension, too, for the fight he had last offseason. So,
listen, he won't be a keeper anyway.
Right.
I was tempted. I was really tempted to keep Jerry Jeudy, who I snagged in, I think, the 5th round. Drafted him 46. So there's 12 teams in the league. That's the 4th round. So that's I was really tempted to keep Jerry Jeudy, but I don't like Russell Wilson, so I'm gonna have to let him go. Right. So yes, my keepers will be Nick Chubb and DeAndre Hopkins.
For me, the obvious one, team captain, you gotta stick with Jamar Chase. Offense is always gonna be electric with him around, and I've thought about it. It's either gonna be Aaron Jones or Dameon Pierce. Pierce, I got 90th overall, so that's pretty deep in the draft. And Aaron Jones, where did I get? I grabbed him with the 18th pick, so probably the second round.
Second round.
Yeah, so I'm torn between those two. because Jamar Chase should be automatic lock for anybody.
But
I think
with keeping Jamar Chase, you lose your first rounder.
I'm happy with that. Jamar Chase should be everyone's first round pick. If he falls to second, that league is something's wrong with that league.
Okay.
Because I think it's going to be a very wide receiver heavy year next year, and I think it's very, very useful to have Jamar Chase on my team. And I think I'm leaning towards Pierce because I could probably grab a better running back than Aaron Jones in the second, and then Dameon Pierce could be my secondary running back. So I could definitely see what I can do with that.
If I was you, I would lean toward Pierce as well. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't want to lose my first and second round pick.
Yep.
And Pierce is like a 8th rounder or 9th rounder. So
yeah, 90, 8th, 7th, 8th, 9th, around that time.
Yeah, so I like those. I like those keepers. I'm very against losing my first round pick. So if I would have kept Diggs or Kamara, I'd lose my first round pick. So I have to let them go. Yeah. Plus Kamara is he's facing a suspension, but he's also played ass this year. So I gotta move on. So yeah.
If it wasn't Chase or Jefferson,
I think you're keeping Chase and Pierce.
Yeah.
And I will be keeping DeAndre and Nick Chubb. I'm looking at John's roster. I think he'll probably keep AJ.
I think he keeps Jalen Hurts as well.
I think he would keep AJ and Eckler.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking he keeps Eckler and Jalen Hurts just the way he played this season.
He snagged AJ in the 3rd, and AJ would be worth a first round pick next year, or a second rounder at least.
It's true.
So AJ and Eckler would be nice little keepers for him. If I look at Akeem's team, I know he wanted to keep Breece Hall or Javonte Williams, but they both were hurt, so he'll probably keep one of them still. But his other keeper would probably be Justin Jefferson.
Yeah, he has to. You can't let that man go.
Can't.
I agree with that. Yeah.
But we're moving on from ESPN. There's another league that we need to talk about. You know what? No, let me stay with ESPN real quick because I just want to recap the fact that I got a championship week this league. Championship week. I won my last matchup 124-80.
Damn, 180.
Yeah, the other person, he just had a horrible week. Like, he had Josh Allen, but his running backs were Cordell Patterson and Josh Jacobs.
Oh, damn.
And then his wide receiver 1 was Devontae Adams.
Oh.
His wide receiver 2 was Amari Cooper. Solid game.
Yeah.
But his wide receiver 3 was Christian Kirk.
Oof.
Dalton Schultz was his tight end. And Zach Moss was his running back. I mean, his flex.
Lots of pain.
Yeah. So, I had Derrick Henry. I played Ramondre Stevenson. Didn't want to, but it's whatever. I also had James Conner and Devontae Smith. I had Gabe Davis, who 3 for 45 and a touchdown. You feel me? That's solid. Jerry Jeudy, solid. Mark Andrews and Dalton Schultz canceled out. It was really James Conner and Devontae Smith that won me this game. I had Denver's defense. I lost 4 points on that. But I also on my bench have Jacoby Myers. I have Jared Goff, who I can swap out for Deshaun Watson, which I need to do. And Jerick McKinnon, who has been on a tear recently in Kansas City. So yeah, I like my chances this week. The person I'm playing against had Justin Herbert as his quarterback 5.5 points. Aaron Jones, Cam Akers, AJ Brown, Chris Godwin, Hollins out of Vegas, Hawkinson, Kittle. He played 2 tight ends this week. That's crazy. Both of them put up 30 plus.
Hawkinson had a huge game.
Yeah. Like I said, both of his he played 2 tight ends. He played 1 in the flex and 1 in the tight end slot, and both of them put up 30 plus points. So, shout out my nigga Albert. I see him this week on ESPN. Let's have a goodie. You feel me? I want that money. So that's another big money league too for me. So but we're gonna move over to sleeper. Phil, go ahead, recap your
I mean, hey, my matchup versus Ant. There's a lot of shit talking to begin the matchup. Basically saying I'm not supposed to be here, yada yada yada. But hey, at the end of the day, if you want to win, set your lineup and let it ride. That's what happened. I was a little bit worried about my matchup in the first half, not gonna lie to you. A lot of people weren't performing, but then the Eagles and Dallas game came by. Devontae Smith had a hell of a game, and I felt more comfortable. But then Sunday night came along. Pittsburgh versus Las Vegas. Devontae Adams laid an egg. 2 receptions, 15 yards. And that's all I needed to get the W to secure my spot in the final. So shout out Devontae Adams. Shout out to you. Thank you for doing me a favor.
All right. Real quick, I'm also going to talk about Phil's matchup real quick because Ant was talking crazy in the chat. Told him, I wasn't supposed to be here. I didn't care about this league. Niggas, like, don't do this, guys. If you're watching this, PSA, do not talk shit about a league because you're gonna lose. You were in the league. You cared to pay and join. That means you cared. Okay. Don't act like you didn't care because you know you're gonna lose. It's okay. Take the L gracefully, guys. All right. Now, we're gonna talk about your matchup. And this is real quick what I'm gonna talk about. Justin Jefferson has been on a hot streak. Insane. He's due for a dud eventually. I'd love for that dud to come this week.
In the playoffs. He'll do it in the playoffs. Not my playoffs, his playoffs.
No, this playoffs. I need this dud to come in the regular season so he can show out in the playoffs. But I will say that you had a solid week, except for Ramondre Stevenson, DeAndre Swift, and Justin Fields. Everybody else really showed up and did what they needed to do. Darren Waller did what he could. 4 for 58. You know, that's a solid game because good tight ends are hard to find in this league,
especially Waller
in any fantasy league. Waller, who was hurt the whole year anyway, he showed up and did something. But here's the problem: Jalen Hurts is your QB1. He should be everybody's QB1.
Yep.
If Jalen Hurts is out this week, you have to roll with Fields and Goff again. How do you really feel about that? Do you really feel confident with Fields and Goff as your QB 1 and 2?
I put up 160 last week.
QB 1 and super.
I put up 160 without Jalen Hurts. So, and plus, I'm pretty sure your quarterbacks aren't the greatest either. So, I mean, hey,
you put up 140.
140. Sorry. I mean,
you put up 140. I put up 141 last week.
Hey, that's with my star player. If Jalen Hurts plays, that's fine. But I'm pretty sure your quarterbacks aren't the best either. So I'm pretty sure my quarterback duo almost.
My quarterbacks are not the best.
They might beat your quarterback duo. I'm not gonna lie to you.
No.
Who just scored 2 quarterbacks?
No, not at all. My 2 quarterbacks that I played last week, I'll say that Trevor Lawrence and Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has been consistently putting up 16 plus points, and Trevor Lawrence has been doing the same.
Hey, Fields had a bad week last week. He's going to make sure to make up for this week, and Goff has been wildly consistent as well. So it's definitely possible for them to have another good game.
I'll say this though, I like our matchup a lot, but here's my thing: I do have a stud of a skill player lineup. I have Jamar Chase.
And I have Justin Jefferson to counterbalance.
I have AJ Brown.
I think Devontae Smith can sort of counterbalance that.
Really. Phil, be real here.
With the way Minshew has been throwing the ball to him,
I would say Amari Cooper and Devontae Smith are on the same level.
Fair enough.
Your running backs are probably better than mine, but I have Kamara. What's yours?
See, Kenneth. Do I have Kenneth Walker in this league? Yeah, Kenneth Walker, DeAndre Swift, Ramondre, and Travis Etienne.
Okay, I got Alvin Kamara. I have Jamal Williams, but I'll be swapping him out for either Jeff Wilson or Cam Akers.
Cam Akers are having a good game like that for a while.
The Cam Akers, he's their number 1 option right now.
Sure.
Like I said, I also have Devin Singletary from Buffalo.
It could be hit or miss with him.
I mean, last week he put up 12 for 106 with a touchdown and 2 receptions for 19 yards. Amazing game. But here's the thing where it also, you might have a real problem. Your tight end is Darren Waller. Mine is Travis Kelce.
Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit of a problem. But hey, we'll make it work.
Like I said though, I like this I like our matchup a lot.
Yep. And just a reminder,
obviously, if I'm going to give a prediction, I do think I'm walking away with the win here.
And I don't blame you for feeling that way. You should, and I feel the way, just an opposite. Also, you know, this is another matchup of us in fantasy sports. You know, the last time we played each other in the finals, you know, I brought a little gift just to remind you what happened. So, just a little bit of a prop to help convince you to show you what happened the last time we placed in the finals. What were these for, by the way, Elijah?
You won our fantasy basketball matchup last year,
and then the winner got this, right? Little crown and scepter. So
what we do.
This
I love how people love living in the past. Like this year is not a completely different season.
Hey, no, that's absolutely true. I'm just saying. I just remind you of history. History tends to repeat itself.
Completely different sport, different season. Stop.
It's championship winning DNA. That's what it is.
Okay.
I have the DNA in me. Do you?
Yes. I actually won a fantasy league last year. I won a fantasy basketball league last year as well.
That's a different sport, though.
It's not a different sport. It's the same sport we were just talking about. It's just that I won that league. You won our league. It's all right. Don't worry. Like, do not worry about it because this coming Sunday, Monday. When Monday's over, we'll see who wins. That's all we're gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna say I'm gonna win. Also, we'll see who wins. Whoever wins. You feel me?
Just a side note. How about
this? Let's make it real interesting.
Oh,
that second place don't get their money back. They don't get any money.
So you're saying
that second place money goes to the first place winner?
We check the totals.
I got it right here. Second place is supposed to get $50. First place is supposed to get $225.
So $275, the whole pot. And if third place gets their money back,
I think third place should get no money too. By the way, but
well, this was supposed to be mentioned in the beginning of the season. But hey, it is what it is.
I mentioned it way before.
Well,
before we even drafted, I said third place should get zero money.
Well, we'll bring it up next year. Well, that's not a bad idea, though. We'll keep it in consideration. We could put it in our suggestions box. So,
but
I agree with that. Let's do it
again.
I'm down to do it.
All right.
You say no.
That's the bet. Just $50 extra.
This is your idea. Remember that.
This is my idea.
Yep. Remember,
and I realize that if I lose, if I come in second place, I get nothing, and that's fine. I'll be okay. I'll survive.
Remember what you had the whole debate about the Chiefs, Bengals, and Bills? They had their number in the past, and they're the team to beat. You can say the same thing about this guy.
Can't say that about you. You know why? Because I'm the number one seed going into the playoffs, and I whooped your ass earlier in the season. But you know what? That's neither here nor there. We're going to transition.
Fair enough.
We're going to move over.
Good luck, by the way. I just want to wish you good luck.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you, too. I'm just glad that the championship is coming back to Baller Central regardless.
Regardless, yes. Because the team couldn't get the job done in ESPN. No, I'm kidding.
None of us got the job done in ESPN.
Yeah.
We all got fucked up.
Yeah.
You lost to, who'd you lose to?
Akeem, first round.
Okay, you lost to Akeem. Akeem lost to Taylor. I lost to Taylor.
John also, lost to, side note, I lost the last week of the regular season. It could have set it up where each of us plays someone different in the first round, and we could have met up in the final four if we all won.
We could have, yeah, but I still lost to Taylor anyway. So
that would have been
and me and John didn't make it past the second round, but it's whatever. But we're gonna transition here. We're gonna talk a little bit of basketball before we move on.
Ooh. Side note.
How
was Christmas, by the way? Before we continue.
Nah, we're gonna talk about that later.
Damn, I was trying to
real quick. We're gonna talk about some basketball. So, real quick, after Christmas Day, it's like a third of the season is done. But we gotta talk about the MVP race, and I know who you think is probably leading the MVP race right now. I know you think Jason Tatum's leading the MVP race, but how do you think 2 and 3 stack out?
Honestly, probably Giannis has to be number 2. And should it be Embiid? I just don't want to give it to Jokic again because I feel like 3 times in a row. Does he deserve 3 times in a row, Jokic? But I'm gonna say. Let me check the standings real quick. I just want to make sure. Yeah, so Tatum, Giannis. I can't give it to Luka. I'm sorry, I can't give it to him. Jokic has been playing amazing. You know what? Yeah, fuck it. Tatum, Giannis, Joker.
All right. As for me,
Wait, side note. You want to know why I have Tatum at my number one?
Not because he
'Cause
dunked
of
on Giannis. Of course, you had the clip ready.
Because of plays like fucking this.
Punch
Yeah.
on Giannis.
Plays like that. Play it one more time.
Ball fake, one more. Tatum. Oh, he
Oh.
caught one. Punched it on Giannis.
Because of plays like that. MVP plays. I wanted to open the show with that slide, but I didn't get a chance to. So why not now? Just because. Hi, Keith,
All
if
right.
you're watching.
I'm
Thank
gonna
you
just
for
say
the dump.
this. I don't have Tatum in my top 3.
Oh, damn.
I do like what he's doing this year, but I do not have him in my top 3.
That's fine. Top three.
My top 3 is Luka, Jokic, and Giannis.
Why does
not
Luka
in order.
deserve a vote? I'm saying.
I mean, take them off of Dallas and where are they?
They're
They
still
are probably whatever how many games they played.
I mean, but on Dallas, they're still under 500, aren't they?
Because Luka has no help. He's willing this team to wins right now. If Luka and
You say Christian Wood was the help.
If Christian Wood can be consistent, Tim Hardaway can be consistent, Bullock can be consistent, Finney Smith can be consistent, this team's not looking at 500 right now. If he had some serious consistent help, this team is not looking at 500.
What's it? How many MVP candidates you know from the past were a 7th seed?
1.
Minus Luka.
1.
Who is it besides Luka?
Russ.
Was he?
He was a 6 seed.
Yeah, I mean it's close enough, I guess. But yeah.
Anyway,
I'm
Jokic is my number 1. Jokic is number 1. Luka's number 2. Giannis is number 3. And it's really, I'm not gonna lie, it's a toss up between Giannis and Tatum, but I still think Giannis is more valuable. The word is most valuable, so I think he's more valuable to Boston, to Milwaukee, than Tatum is to Boston.
I can see that. That's true. Yeah.
But another person who's also lurking in that top 5 for me is Ja Morant. I'll be honest. Other than the Christmas Day meltdown, I think that Ja Morant he's really showing up this year.
How do you feel about Embiid?
But I don't know. It's not hitting this year.
He's been carrying the Sixers, but with Harden and Maxey out, I think he deserves a nod at least.
He deserves a look, but to me, it's just not. They just lost to the Wizards too, and it's like it's not really there.
He dropped 30 something. He dropped like 30
I'll say this though, because we're about to talk about. Are you fucking telling me that the Knicks beat Dallas tonight?
Is this your MVP? Is this your king?
Yes, he is, because he put up 45, 16, and 9.
And what did everyone else do?
Exactly. Spencer Dinwiddie put up 20. Christian Wood put up 14. Hardaway put up 11.
And Jalen
Bullock
Brunson
had
was
3.
out.
Who?
Jalen Brunson was out.
Hardaway shot 4 of 13. Reggie Bullock shot 1 of 7. Christian Wood shot 6 of 13. Like, these niggas are inconsistent. I can't do anything about that, bro.
Quentin Grimes shot 32 on your head.
9? Like, come on.
Quentin Grimes 32 on your head.
Luka
Top.
dropped 45, 16, and 9. Like, you can't do anything about it.
It's crazy.
But anyway, as I was saying, we're talking about Ja Morant, and my next question really is Golden State. They don't have Steph Curry. You're still looking at stats. We're moving on.
Sorry. Wait, side note.
we're
RJ
talking
Barrett.
about Golden
RJ Barrett had 0 this game, by the way, and they whooped y'all. We can move on though.
They didn't whoop us. They won. They won by like 6 or it's not even over yet. Being honest.
True this time.
But there's not enough time to come back. But there's time. But talking about Golden State, they just beat Memphis, and they don't have Steph Curry. Do they just have a mental edge over Boston and Memphis? Like they beat them both in the playoffs last year. Obviously, they beat Memphis in the second round.
Yep.
And they beat Boston in the finals. When they played Boston again this year, not at full strength or not even at 100%, Boston lost. They played Memphis, no Steph. Memphis
or
lost.
Wiggins. Yeah.
No Wiggins either. Yeah, facts. Do they just have a mental edge over these teams where it's like now when these teams go into their building, and they run into Golden State, are they just not going to play up to par?
I mean, hey, Golden State Warriors, they've been like one of the hottest teams in the last 5, 6, 7 years, multiple times. They know what it takes to win. And you could change some of the recipes around them, but they're still gonna cook. Wiseman's been struggling, but he played decent. He didn't have the best stats, but he was there as a decent body. Jordan Poole, whenever there's a baddie around, flame on. Draymond Green, which is double singles, he's been producing. I think he's been there on the assist side. Klay Thompson, he makes shots when he has to. It's just the biggest question mark about this team, especially this year. Can their young guys pull through? Jordan Poole, Moses Moody, Wiseman, et cetera, because they're going to need them for the long playoff runs when the older guys have wear and tear on their body, and the young guys need to step up. But they definitely have a good edge over the Grizzlies and Celtics because they beat them in the past, like in the playoffs, and they have the ability to do it again, especially with the current team they have. They just need to have everyone on the same page, and they should be fine, especially when Andrew Wiggins comes back because he's been a great player the last two years. So someone they needed as well. So,
all right, yeah. I was just gonna say that I do think that just mentally, it's easy now for Golden State, especially Draymond. You don't gotta like Draymond is the person who loves to talk shit.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about Draymond's mental. He's there.
Memphis is gonna talk all this shit. All Draymond.
Whoop that
got
trick.
4 of them things.
Whoop that trick. They lost to Phoenix, by the way.
50, bro. Oh, Golden State?
No, the Grizzlies lost to Phoenix without Devin Booker.
Okay. Yeah, they're something about to happen. I mean, they need Desmond Bane back in full strength.
Yeah, he's back. He was hella rusty versus the Warriors. Oof.
He's back, but he's not back.
Yeah.
But I do also think that they have a mental edge over Boston, but they got to when they play like Golden State came to Boston to beat them. That's the only thing that's crazy. But next time they play them, Boston has to show something to show like okay.
Well, the first game was at Golden State, but but the next game will be at Boston, I believe.
Like I said, Boston got to do something next time they play to show them like we're okay.
Yeah.
But as far as favorite team updates, which is also on here. I just gave an update basically. We just lost to the Knicks.
Tragic.
Games. It's showing that the game's not over. I see 112 to 109 with 15 seconds left. I'm pretty sure somebody's shooting free throws right now.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, as far as an update for this team, Luka needs help. Like free Luka. Not free Luka, but
free Luka.
Get him some help, bro. What like he has 50 points right now.
You better call him Zach LaVine.
He basically scored 50% of Dallas's points tonight.
Yep. You think they get Chicago a call?
I think they do get Chicago a call. Hold on 1 second.
Hey, I mean Dallas. They need someone that can help keep the F off of Luka because he has scored 50-point games every single night. He needs someone that to help facilitate, help score. I mean Christian Wood has been decent as a big, but he needs a second scorer. Spencer Dinwiddie's not going to always be that reliable second scorer. I think he's a good third option, but I don't think he's a reliable second option. And Tim Hardaway, everyone thought he was going to be that second or third option, but he's had his ups and downs as well. You need someone like a Zach LaVine, a Bradley Beal, a Kyle Kuzma, matter of fact. A lot of options are available. There's a lot of people on the trade market right now that Dallas can, try to get on their team.
Her order got canceled.
Play the soundboard. You won't.
No, I'm not. But is 113 and 109.
Also, you said this was gonna be a short podcast. It's over an hour and 20 right now.
Yeah, because I had a lot. We had to talk. It's a conversation tonight. You feel me?
I knew this was gonna happen. So,
but, yeah, favorite. Like I said, favorite team update. You it's your turn. Give an update.
So probably just send help for Dallas.
No, I'm talking about you give an update on Boston.
Oh no, I'm saying your summary for Dallas is sent help.
That's not my summary for Dallas. Go ahead.
Okay, I mean, the year started off pretty good, but then we hit a little bumpy road. Ever since we lost to the Warriors, we lost back to back to the Magic, we lost to the Clippers, but ever since then we got our stride back. We got a couple of wins, piecing some wins nice together. We beat the Bucks on Christmas. Very much needed to win. We need to do that. Let's see, and some other wins. So I think we're right back on track.
I'll say this about Boston.
We beat the
That
Rockets
win that
tonight,
y'all had on Christmas, y'all really needed that one because
Absolutely.
I mean y'all had the same amount of losses. Granted, you guys were still, I think, technically up. What the yo? Who hit the three?
Is this game not over yet?
Game's not over yet. Somebody just hit a three. There's 8 seconds left, and it's 113 to 112. But
Psych,
y'all needed that win against Boston because in my eyes, it's between Boston, Philly, and Milwaukee. Boston, I think, with that win, established dominance over everybody. And Philly losing tonight, Boston is the clear number one right now. Luka has a 50-point triple-double, bro. But
Oh, side note. Before we continue, I decided to give all the Boston troops some gifts for Christmas, and you're getting a Luka Doncic Funko Pop. Just a heads up. Tommy has it currently, so
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
It should be coming soon. Just I'll Tommy text you when he gets it. So just heads up.
All right.
Perfect,
But yeah,
perfectly
like I
fitting.
said, for Boston, y'all have established dominance against Milwaukee. And I think Philly losing tonight also established you guys as y'all are the team to beat right now.
Also, Maxi's still out, so I would say that too soon. Maxi
No,
should be coming back
I'm still
next
going
week.
with that.
Hey, fair enough. Respect it.
But that is it for our NBA talk as well. I'm sorry right now. I'm intensely watching the NBA app right now because I don't have NBA TV on this TV in the hotel. But do we have NBA? Is it on YouTube TV?
Is it a national televised game?
I don't know.
It should be. You should be able to watch it. Wait, let me check what channel is it on. It's on the channel MSG. It's on NBA TV. Oh, it's on MSG, so probably not. Well, I think you can watch it on MSG. Not gonna lie to you, you should be able to. Wait, you're in Jersey.
I'm in Jersey.
You should be able to watch on NBA TV. I think. Don't quote me on that. But I mean, hey, it's the Mavericks and Knicks. Who wants to watch those teams? So,
Nah,
yeah.
It's the Hornets Warriors that I see.
Tragic. Hey, I hope you enjoy your Luka Doncic Funko Pop. I was supposed to buy you something else, but damn arrogant and damn non-communicative ass didn't want to tell me your damn. Wait, what? You said when's the last time you wore a hoodie? You told me in your text. When's the last? I remember the last time I wore a hoodie. You're wearing one right.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's my hair.
Yeah, I was trying to get you in a Chisel Adonis hoodie, but no, let's not be communicative with your co-host.
It's all right.
It's crazy. I was gonna buy you the put your fucking head down one.
I'm sorry. I'm so intensely watching this shit.
That's why
I appreciate this thought, though.
This is what I get for being nice. You can never be nice with people. I swear to God. You can never give a good surprise to someone. Crazy.
Oh man, free Luka for real.
If 50%
Anyway, we're
double
gonna move
catch
on.
L
We're gonna do a
is
draft real quick.
crazy.
We're gonna do 2 drafts. It's only 2 of us. We're gonna do 2 drafts, probably 5 rounds each.
How many honorable mentions?
None. That's why we're gonna go 5 rounds. There won't be honorable mentions. There will just be people that we name that have been left off. All right, that's it.
Okay, so we just pull up the wheel. Our 4 drafts that we're picking out of for 2 tonight will be. Let me know when it pops up.
Oh, the Knicks fouled.
Tragic. Okay, so the 4 drafts we'll be doing 2 of these. NBA centers, all-time NBA centers, who can build the best team, or just favorites. It doesn't really matter. Sports movies, 2022 albums, could be any genre, and something special for me and E as WWE fans, a WWE women's draft. That means we'll draft a 5-person squad of any diva or WWE women wrestler in all-time WWE history. So let's see where it goes. Any specific preferences you want, E?
Oh my gosh, the game's tied.
Oh my God.
Tied. The game's tied.
Well,
Luka has 53, 18, and 10.
How much time's left?
Going overtime.
Well, we'll be doing that and a watch party for the Mavericks game. Let's see. So I'll do 3 spins and we'll start our first draft.
Let me text this guy back real quick.
Sports movies is the first spin.
I'll be honest with you. I was gonna name the 2 drafts that I wanted to do.
Oh yeah. What do you want? What would you want
because
specifically?
it wasn't that one.
What would you want?
WWE women
Okay,
and WWE and NBA Finals.
I can do that. Let's do that. Let me access that real quick. Okay, so yep, let's go with that. So NBA centers and the women's draft, right?
Yep.
Oh, if you also don't know, we have a little WWE segment on our YouTube channel at Ball Central where me and Elijah draft teams for Raw and SmackDown and be GMs. Just a heads up. Tune into that. So, which one do you want to do first?
Up to you. You pick. Flip a coin or something.
Let's start with the centers because I think that the women's
All right,
WWE
cool.
one is going to be a lot more entertaining. So, you're hosting. You get first pick. I'll go second, and then we'll do rotating.
All
So
right.
you, me, you, me, you, me, you, me.
WWE. Are we basing them off of skill or are we basing them off of?
We're doing centers first, right? Yeah, we're doing centers.
Okay. I know, but
Yeah.
WWE woman, just clarify, are we basing them off of skill or what?
We're men, so looks obviously.
Okay, so we're going.
We'll do
Are we
that.
going off of in ring
We'll do total package.
total package? All right, cool. So NBA centers, my first pick will be Shaq. Easy.
Well, let me go
This is
with
not a snake draft, by the way.
yeah. I'll go Kareem.
My next pick will be Hakeem.
Do I want to? You want for the culture? We get Bill Russell.
Bill Russell. Okay. My next pick will be.
I don't like that laugh. Damn.
Give me Dwight Howard.
Well, this has been another episode of the Boss Central Podcast. Thank you for tuning in to the recording. This has been the end of the draft. You don't have a soundtrack for an evil laugh? That's crazy. Did you get a soundtrack for an evil laugh? I'm just saying. I should have chose fucking Dwight over Bill Russell. But hey, it is what it is. Let me get Yao Ming for the culture. Again.
Who?
Yao Ming.
Who's your third pick?
Yao Ming. Yao Ming. Yao Ming.
Who?
Yao Ming. Yao Ming. Houston Rockets.
Oh, Yao Ming. Okay.
Yes.
He said his name mad quick. My next pick is going to be Jokic.
Okay. Let me go with the Stilt Chamberlain. Let me bring back the Golden State days.
Okay. And for the last round, my last pick will be wow. I'm gonna go to Hall of Fame center. But you know what? I'm gonna go Embiid. I like Embiid a lot. Like I said, even though I just said that his what's it called is not hitting the season's not hitting this year. Give me Embiid.
You know what? My last one. I think we should do some honorable mentions because this draft went by way too fast. You know what? I'm gonna go. Let me get Spurs legend. Played alongside Tim Duncan. Let me get David Robinson.
Okay. Let's just go 10 rounds then. We can pick 5 more.
That's what she said.
It's my pick.
Go ahead. It's my turn. Get Bayless.
Give me.
Damn, I really want Dwight Howard. Pain. Depression.
Give me Bill Laimbeer.
Damn. You know what? Let me go Ben Wallace. Let me go Detroit Pistons.
That was my next
Block
pick.
machine, rebound machine, Mr. Ben Wallace, Hall of Famer.
All right, cool. That's cool. I'm fine with that. Hate to say this, but give me Rudy Gobert.
Oof. Oof. You know what? Let me go another iconic center. The only center you know when you think of when you do this. Let me go Dikembe.
Okay.
Mutombo.
Give me Patrick Ewing.
Ooh, that was my next pick. I was gonna pick him for John. You know what? I'll do one for Akeem. UConn fan. Let me go Andre Drummond. Just cause.
Okay. Give me my favorite of the brothers. Give me Marc Gasol.
Is Paul Gasol considered a center though?
I think he's a power forward center.
Yeah. Let me get my boy from the Celtics, Mr. Al Horford. He's a center right now, so had to grab Big Al.
All right. I think this is the 9th round.
Yep.
Give me prime Boogie.
Oh, that's a good pick.
Prime DeMarcus Cousins.
They seem to have Tim Duncan at the center. It's crazy. You know what? You know what? Let's pick a joke one. I'm gonna go with a guy who went on SportsCenter a long time ago and drank a Gatorade in like 2 seconds. Let me get Roy Hibbert, Pacers legend. Paul George's bestie.
All right, since we're going with jokes, my last pick will be Boban. Bobby. Give me Bobby.
Damn.
Give me Bobby.
That was my last pick. Damn. For me, it wouldn't be right if I didn't have this guy on the list. The Time Lord, aka Celtics center, as well, next to Mr. Al Horford. Let me go Robert Williams, defensive and block specialist.
Okay.
I had to.
All right. So as you explain the rules for this draft real quick, I'll be right back.
Okay. Also, this has been, I'm just going to outro the video for YouTube. This has been our centers draft for NBA. Let us know who we missed or who that we drafted too high, too low, etc., etc. Let us know some of your favorite centers in NBA history. I mean, he stole mine and Dwight Howard. So, hey, let us know down below in the comment section of who your favorite centers are and who had the better list. So, with that being said, thank you for tuning into the podcast as well as the YouTube channel, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Okay, so this draft, I don't know exactly. We could be completely sexist and just go based off of looks or who we think has the prettiest. But over here, we're more reformed and more well mannered than that. So instead of going off of looks, which would be the easiest for both of us, because I know who Elijah's going to pick. A lot of snow bunnies, but we're gonna go based off of and we're gonna go off their bag. We're gonna go off their total package. So we'll see who me and Elijah pick. Audio down.
Total package.
There we go, full package.
All right.
So
you ready?
Yep, go ahead. You can start it off.
So we're going all time.
Ooh.
My number one pick. Somebody who changed the game. She don't look bad either. Going with Sasha Banks.
Shit. Well, I guess we're gonna start off with the four horsewomen here. Then we go with someone else that came alongside with her and that came through NXT, came to the WWE with her. Let me go with Becky Lynch. Let me go with the man.
Oh,
let me go with the man.
Go with Becky.
Trust me, if we did a completely different draft, Bayley would be number one on a lot of people's boards, if you know what I mean. Because
okay, my next pick, this is all time. Give me AJ Lee.
Those segments with her and Kane and Daniel Bryan, fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go with Bayley just because, she was gonna be my top 5 or whoever many rounds we're doing. So I'm gonna go with her. One of the four horsewomen again. Very talented inside and out the ring. Has a lot of valuable assets on her. So shout out to Bayley. As Chills Donos will say, big booty Bayley.
My next pick, I hope I'm not picking the wrong one. Please tell me I'm not picking the wrong one, but give me Nikki Bella.
As in?
Which one of them had the better career? I think it was Nikki.
I think
she was amazing on the mic. She was great in ring. She has a few championships to her name. Give me Nikki Bella.
Yeah, that's fair.
I could have saved the pick, but I love the Twins.
Yep. Let me give it a quick throwback. We'll go to Canada for this one. Let me go Trish Stratus.
That hurts.
Mm.
I wanted to pick her.
Because I know you're. I'd rather me pick her early than you pick her late.
Talking. I hate to do this, but she slid down the board a little bit. I feel like I got to snag her since we're talking. We're not going looks. Give me Charlotte.
Oh damn! That was wild, disrespectful. You said we're not going based off of looks. Let me guess, Charlotte. That is wild. You know what? Let me add some power to this team. Let me go with the Glamazon. Let me go Beth Phoenix. We need a powerhouse.
Mm.
We need some people. We need a woman to lift some of these bitches up. So let's go with Glamazon.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go with. Stuck between two picks right now. Scared that you might pick her, so I'm gonna have to. Give me Lita.
Damn, that was my next pick. Actually,
that was your next pick.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to.
Damn. It's only WWE. Damn. Oh. Shit. Well, that just threw my whole draft board off. Do I go with? No.
The next pick will be very,
Do I want to go a little biased or do I want to go? Because I have a favorite, someone that I like personally, but I think I could save her till the end. Actually, you know what? Let me see it. This is not one of the person I was thinking of, but let me go Mickie James. Iconic kick.
Okay. I like that pick.
Has some good scenes over there in the old school Raw SmackDown.
Give me Bianca Belair. She slid in there.
Oh, damn. I should have gone with her. Oof. I might go just
48.
I might just see. I'm telling you. Do I want to do this just straight out of favoritism? Actually, no. You know what? Let me go Michelle McCool. I think she had a very good career. So
didn't think he was gonna go there.
Because I'm thinking of her partner.
Michelle McCool. I don't know who her partner is, but give me Maurice.
Yeah, it's on my list. Layla L. Miami Heat dancer. I mean, she didn't have the best career, but she was.
You going off of looks right now? See?
Absolutely, but no, I'm just saying that who she was. I'm explaining to you didn't know who she was, so I was just explaining to her who she was.
Since you're going off of looks, is that your pick?
No, it's not. I was just answering your question, sir.
I mean, I know Layla, but she's not somebody who I'm gonna draft. Like I'm thinking about performance.
Right. Let's see. You picked up Charlotte Flair already.
Yes, I did.
This is gonna be tough, actually. You know what? Give me Asuka.
I like that pick. I do like that pick. But give me the wife of one of the founders of the Uso Penitentiary. Give me Naomi.
Ooh. Fair enough. I'm gonna go with someone who's currently in WWE as well. I'm gonna go with someone who could be has a lot of different gimmicks throughout her time. One with Bray Wyatt, one that might be still with Bray Wyatt. It depends on how WWE plays this. Let me go Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next pick, actually.
We in your head.
What round is it?
Beats me. 3 more rounds, and we'll call it.
Let's just say this is the 8th round. So we got 3 more.
Imagine I'm going to recording. This was our 10th round.
Damn, took Alexa.
Ooh.
Give me Melina.
Perfect. Give me Stephanie McMahon. Give me the CEO's daughter, former CEO's daughter. Let me go.
She's horrible in ring.
Total package.
So,
she was a great overall talent as well.
Horrible in ring.
Hey, total package.
Horrible.
She brought the views in. I mean, we know why. But
she's horrible in the ring.
True. Still,
she's horrible.
She's
my next pick. Give me Liv Morgan.
Oh, the favoritism. What? Give me Rhea Ripley then. Judgment Day has been
give
going.
Me Liv Morgan. Yes, it's favoritism, but she's way better than Stephanie in ring. So
true.
I can waste a pick.
I'll take Rhea Ripley then.
Oh, okay. This is the last round. Give me somebody who should not have slid this far down. I feel like we really disrespected her. Give me Natalya.
Oh, Mr. Consistent. Let's see. Since we're doing, we have some former lists on our roster. I think someone that's still wrestling today. I think someone you might recognize. Gail Kim.
Oh,
her in-ring work has been decent. Also, honorable mention because he's always been one of my favorites, especially the little thing she did with John Cena and what was it, Zack Ryder, Eve Torres, just because just a personal reason.
I'll give you an honorable mention.
She is
as well.
fine.
An honorable mention. I didn't draft her only because she got hurt, but Paige.
Yeah, she was on the list too. Hey, she's in AEW now, so.
She's not WWE anymore. This was a WWE draft.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm saying.
Another honorable mention. All the ladies really look to as a GOAT. All the ladies look to this as a GOAT. Mae Young. We did not mention her.
I was thinking about it.
We were not around to see her wrestle, though.
Fabulous Moolah.
Yeah, we weren't around to see her wrestle. Another honorable mention probably is Kelly. She, to me, was horrible in the ring, though. I didn't really like her.
Victoria?
Victoria, yes. There's a lot of people that are in the WWE now that we did not mention. I don't feel bad about them, though. But Carmella's one. Actually, I like Carmella. I did not take Brie Bella. I took Nikki, not Brie. But yeah, we didn't mention a few. Oksana, we didn't mention. Alicia Fox. There's a few people that we didn't mention. But we're not trying to take anything away from them. They were
Nia Jax.
And the Knicks lost by 5. Guess how much Luka had?
60?
Yes.
If that what it takes to win, damn. Oh damn. Well, from making fun of the Mavs to making fun of John. Damn. Well, a win's a win, I guess. That's very tragic.
Yo, bro.
That is crazy. 60 points, 21 rebounds, 10 assists. That is crazy.
I just need to see. Hold on. I got to FaceTime my friend. I need to see your fucking face.
I turned the game off a while ago, bro.
Damn.
I turned that shit off a long time ago.
60 on your head.
I'm a Luka Doncic fan. I just told you what's going to happen. I said, Luka, but my prediction was Luka's going to go crazy. And
I said y'all was going to lose by 7. Y'all lost by 5. Luca 60, 21, and 10, bro.
They just found a way to
That's why RJ Barrett wasn't showing up because he got injured.
Where's your brother?
Damn.
cut this phone call, bro. You at the house.
Nah, he answering this. Crazy. Luka Doncic is crazy.
Mitchell Robinson, 20 and 16. Isaiah Quickly, 13 and 16. Grimes, 33 points. Julius Randle, 29 and 18.
You said what?
God damn. Doncic, 60, 21 and 10. Dinwiddie, 25, 6 and 5. Christian Wood, 19 and 9. Okay. Okay.
You watched the Mavs put up 14 points.
You said here and did what?
The Mavs put up 14 points in like a minute and a half. Literally a minute and a half. The Knicks made all their free throws too. It's not like it was just like it was just trading. It was literally just making threes.
When Dinwiddie hit that three to make it 112 to 113, I was like, oh
That is crazy.
the Knicks are cursed. And foul him? Hey,
Everybody's tired. That's the problem with those on lineup right now. RJ gets hurt early.
yo, hold up, real quick, bro. All right, so Phil, how was your Christmas?
Pretty good. Got some gifts. For Secret Santa for my family. I drew the one that likes to spend the most. So, side note, I got a gaming monitor and a gaming desk for Christmas. So,
Oh yeah, that's lit.
Ball Central Gaming. A lot of upgrades coming soon.
Yeah, I got this setup that everybody sees that y'all see right now. I got this mic, I got the soundboard, you feel me?
Yay!
I also got a quick release steering wheel finally. What else did I get for Christmas?
Luka Doncic Funko
Nah, I didn't
Pop.
get the hump.
This
I
is
gotta get it.
perfect. Actually, 60-point triple-double. You're getting a Luka Doncic Funko Pop in a couple days.
Yeah, I'm getting a Luka Doncic Funko Pop, as we stated.
You're welcome.
I decided to take my girlfriend on a trip to this American Dream Mall, which is in Jersey. It's an amazing time. I'm not gonna lie. Yesterday was kind of shitty because day after Christmas, I should have known a bunch of people was gonna go to the mall, try to return gifts and whatnot. But we went ice skating yesterday. We went through a mirror maze yesterday. We went snowboarding today.
Oh, damn.
It was a great time.
So this is where the Ball Central budget's going to. This is crazy. He's like,
yeah, that was my Christmas. I didn't really get much. I mean, I didn't ask for much though. But yeah, that's it. But yeah. We're gonna close this episode out. We had an hour and 48 minutes. We're a little over time.
Oh, like I said, huh? Like I knew this would happen.
Yeah, it was just us two, so I didn't think it would be this long. But yeah, as you can see,
the
this
twin loves
is
to talk the
me
most. Come on,
and
sir.
your boy Phil.
Oh, side note, before we end it. So I have a question that I wanted to ask you on air while we're here. Okay. January, the return of 2K. What are your thoughts?
The return of 2K?
I was talking to Jose, one of our teammates that we had. January, he wants to run it back. He's making a new build and everything.
I've been talking to you guys. I've been texting in the chat, and nobody's willing to respond to me. I have no problem hopping back on 2K. But you motherfuckers need to answer my text.
Oh, right? And I know how I feel when I text you.
I always answer your text. Don't do that shit.
No, you and Tommy be taking the longest to respond. You answer, but
you text me when I'm in class or when I'm at work.
I don't know your schedule.
Well, now I don't have a schedule. I'm not going back to school this semester, so.
Oof.
Hey, it's a little my schedule's getting a little too crazy. I don't have I can't do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna find like a little part-time job, just do that because I'm getting tired with music and everything. I'll be taking online classes from now on.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, yeah, I just want to ask you that. Now we can close this out because we gotta get some post-work pod work done as well. So
Yeah, facts. So as you can see, this has been Eli, your boy Phil. We out of here. Luka the GOAT, 60-point triple double. Phil, I'll see you in fantasy on this weekend. We out of here. Bye.